Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about, will my ex ever miss me? So if you are feeling a little bit low and perhaps your ex seems like they've moved on, and it seems like they don't care about you anymore, seems like they don't miss you, and you're wondering, will they ever miss me? Then this video should be for you, and hopefully this will enlighten you and help you get through some of this pain. So the important thing that I want to address with you, and the important thing that I want you to understand, is that you can't really control how another person feels about you. Now, of course, you can always put your best foot forward, you can always present yourself in the best possible way, but as, you know, a human being, you go out into the world and you're going to have, you know, hundreds of thousands of people judging you and having different opinions of you. So, you know, the important opinion then is the one that you feel about yourself. You know, there's I've got a few thousand subscribers on this channel, so that means I have a few thousand people that have a judgment of me. When I make a video, I know that there are going to be eyes watching this and they're going to have certain judgments of me, and I can't control that. I can only, say what's in my heart and put my best foot forward. And try my best, basically, to give the best information I possibly can and to help as much as I can, which is my ultimate goal, just to help, as much as I can. Especially with these affairs of the heart and that kind of emotional pain that sometimes people go through. And it seems that I'm getting a lot of attraction on videos about, getting your ex back and things like that, the no contact rule. So I know a lot of people who have come across my videos are probably in some kind of pain. But like I said, you can't really control how other people are going to perceive you. You can't really control how your ex is going to feel about you, today or, 10 days from now or 10 years from now. Because you just don't know. And it may be the case that they may never reach out to you, so you may never actually get your answer as to whether or not they miss you. Now, of course, it's pretty obvious when someone does miss you because they reach out to you. So if your ex is reaching out to you, if your ex is contacting you, if your ex is maybe even posting things about you, if you still have, access to their social media, you can still see what they post and things like that. And it may be the case that you hear through the grapevine, through mutual friends, that they miss you. You'll know, basically, if your ex misses you because it will be made apparent. Now, it may be the case that they may keep it to themselves if they do miss you, and that way you will never know if they miss you. So you kind of need to let go. You need to let go of trying to figure out if this person misses you. You need to try and let go of trying to figure out what's going on inside their head, because the truth of the matter is you may never know. You may never know. And I feel like sometimes when we, it doesn't have to be an ex, it could be a crush as well. When you're trying so hard to think about, what they're feeling about you, and, sometimes, if they speak to you sometimes, what they say to you or what they do could make or break your day. For example, if you still have them on social media and you see them out on the town with someone who's maybe their new lover, that's going to really, hurt. It's going to really sting. Or, they might say something to you that's a bit nasty or something like that. And we put so much of our emotion and we wear our heart on our sleeves in a way, and everything they do kind of controls our day and controls our emotions in a way, because if they reach out to you in a positive way, it's going to make you feel really, really happy. And if they don't reply to a message, or if they go, they ghost you, or you see that they're out with someone else, they're on a date, that could, it's heartbreaking. It doesn't feel good. So what you need to do is try and find a way to not give them that power, to not let what they do, affect your emotions so much. Which is a lot easier said than done, I know, but you kind of need to let go and you need to detach from that person now, because if they're your ex, then they're your ex. There's not really a lot you can do about that. You can only, do what you feel is right within your own heart. And in your own head, basically, and be trying to make your life better, and working with what you do have with your current resources. Starting from, you may not have a lot right now. You may only have like a few friends. You may only have a few family members. But you've got to work with what you have. Basically, you have to start creating a better life for yourself, because that's the only thing that you can do. You can only work with what you have. And you know, it may be the case that you're burning the candle at both ends, which is sometimes what a lot of people do when they've gone through a heartbreak. You know, they start eating too much, or eating too much of the wrong things. They don't take care of their bodies. They're, you know, taking all kinds of substances and things, because having your heart broken can, you know, really affect you in a negative way. So you can only do what's right for you. You know, it may be the case today, the only thing that you can do is eat a healthy meal and take a shower. You know, that might be the only healthy thing you can do for yourself today, depending on how low you are feeling about this. But, you know, you can't be thinking about or trying to guess what your ex is feeling about you, trying to guess if they miss you, trying to guess if they're going to come back, you can't think about that stuff so much, because you can't control that other person. You can only control yourself. You can only control your current state of mind and how you're feeling right now, and your action that you're going to take, you know. So you need to start taking care of yourself if you're feeling really sad. You know, like I said, the only thing you might be able to do today is make yourself a healthy meal and have a shower. You know, some other things that you might want to do just to feel a little bit more rejuvenated is just go outside for a little bit, and go, you know, be in a place of nature, like go to a local park or something and just sit there. Even if the weather isn't that great, you know, just go out there and just have some fresh air and just observe nature for a bit, you know, because sometimes that rejuvenates me a lot, actually. Just going out into my garden or going out to a park and just, you know, just looking up at the trees, looking up at the leaves, it does make you feel better. But trying to second guess and trying to think about what your ex is doing, watching video after video, trying to, you know, seeing any, basically just clinging on to any little sign that they might be coming back or they might miss you, is going to do you a lot more harm than good. And sometimes, you know, we even fabricate things in our own head. You know, I remember once having a huge crush on someone. Well, there was a couple of times when this happened, a few times actually, especially when I was at school, or when I was like doing my A-levels and stuff. Like I would be like I'd look up like videos, and I'd look up articles on how to tell if a girl likes you and stuff like that, and I'd be looking for every little sign, and then I'd be watching out for these things when I was around them, to see, you know, it was, oh my god, they did that one thing. But sometimes we fabricate it because we're too busy looking for it. So if you're looking for these signs, like looking for a sign that your ex misses you, and they happen to do just one thing, that doesn't necessarily mean that they miss you or that they're coming back. And it might not necessarily mean anything at all, because you might have just like read into it too much, because that's what happens when you're kind of like, you know, really thinking about this kind of thing a lot, like thinking, do they miss me? What are the signs that they miss me? It can be fabricated. You can fabricate it within your own head because you're so desperately trying to cling on to any kind of shred of sign that they care, you know. So you need to kind of let go of that and, you know, take some time for yourself to do things that are healthy for you, that are good for you. Otherwise, you're just going to be burning the candle at both ends. And that's a common thing that people do, you know, when they have a breakup. They do the things that aren't right for them. They obsess, or they get drunk, or they eat too many bad things, or they don't spend enough time. They isolate themselves and don't spend any time with friends and family. They just spend all their time playing video games on their PC, or just being a recluse. You need to get out there, basically. You need to, you know, like I said, go out and have a little walk in nature for a bit, you know, reconnect with your friends and family, work on a project that means a lot to you. Like it could be like a creative project, you know, find out what you're curious about, you know, follow your passions, your things that you're inspired about, to make you feel a little bit better. And try not to burn the candle at both ends, and try to do things that are good for you as opposed to destructive. Because that's really going to help you. And thinking about your ex is not going, and, you know, trying to cling on to basically any sign that they might miss you, is not going to be good for you. It's not going to be healthy for you. And like I said, it can lead to, you know, you fabricating things and imagining things that are there that are not there, because you're so desperately trying to find a sign that they care about you and they miss you. And also, you know, you could be, you know, doing, you know, burning, like I said, burning the candle at both ends and doing things that aren't really necessarily good for you because you're just going through such emotional turmoil. So, you know, take care of yourself, basically. Try not to burn the candle at both ends. Do things that are good for you and not destructive. And, you know, have a little break from social media, or, you know, maybe even looking up videos like this one, just so you can feel a little bit better, so you can feel a little bit more refreshed. and just try to take care of yourself, because if you're thinking about these things a lot, like, do they miss me, do they miss me, looking up different articles and videos on how to tell if your ex misses you, it's probably doing you a lot more harm than good. And obviously I don't want that for you. No one wants that for you. You don't even want that for you. And maybe even your ex doesn't even want that for you. You know, try and take care of yourself and get yourself back to a mental state which is a lot more healthy. And that may not be the case for you, but I feel like a lot of people, if they are looking up this sort of video, then that could be the case. And obviously I'm trying to, you know, give the best information I can, basically, that can help you. So hopefully this has helped you. Try not to think about these things too much. Try not to look into the signs too much, because like I said, we can fabricate things. And if you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like help with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.